Happening, y'all? I am here. I am here. How is everybody doing? This is your girl, Angie Stone. I am waiting for you guys to come on in. I am having a sip of my delicious coffee right now. I told you guys about it. How's everybody doing? All right. First and foremost, I want to give honor to the Creator for allowing us to spend yet another time together. Some more time to just get it in and chop it up. I had a few people say I just gibber and jabber. I'm just, kicking it with my fans, and I'm enjoying this so much because it allows us to spend some quality time together. My Secrets Revealed is a topic that I came up with just to share some of my journey with you guys. I've been in the business since 1979, and I came up with that as a way to share with you from the horse's mouth what the industry has been like over all these years, some of the things that I have seen that I choose to share openly with. Nothing derogatory, not in a facetious way to try to hurt anybody, but merely just to share my journey with you guys. For the people that want to know, I am happy that you're here. For the people that don't want to know, hey, I ain't mad at you, but I wouldn't stay somewhere that I'm not comfortable being. So if you're not happy working or hanging out with me, I understand. I'm not mad at you. You don't have to be a fan, but if you are, I'm hoping that you're enjoying this journey along with me. Today I have a secret to reveal that you probably never knew. No, at this point I could say two secrets, but I think I'm gonna just keep it to the one secret because tomorrow I'll have to reveal another secret, and I want to have something that you're very interested in. I will tell you that the secret I'm going to reveal is about somebody who is a phenomenal singer. She's a superstar, mega star, that I just happened to cross their paths at a time before they became that superstar. And like I said, I'm beginning to think that God chose me because he knew I would, know how to handle these kind of things. And here it is. I am well into my 60s and I'm just bringing this stuff up. So, for such a time as this, you would want to know these things just because you would need to know or want to know, mainly because it's something for you to say, wow, I would have never guessed that, because I've not used these things as a tool or of some kind to spring ahead. I've already, done this and that. I've arrived, been here, been everywhere. So I don't really need it, but I enjoy talking about it. Rather than sit down and sculpt out a book, I can write a book. I can do a biopic. I can do a movie. I can do a documentary. I can do, a tell-all. But why? When I can sit here with social media and chop it up with you one-on-one. Okay. Now, the secret that I have to tell today. How many people on here? We on here? We on here? We got some good numbers yet? Let me see.
People in here.
All right, we got about. Let me see if I can wait till I got about 10 more people in the room, and then I'm gonna start to go into this secret of mine.
So, Denaya Azur says, good evening.
Hi, Denaya. Good evening to you, sweetie. Thanks for joining me. I don't mind shouting you guys out. If you say hi, I'm going to try to say hi back.
Shayla Williams says, hey, beautiful.
Hey, Shayla Williams. Do you know that was my dad's last name? So before I was a Brown or Stone, I was a Williams. Yeah, we might be related. Okay.
Blue Model Chica says, hey, y'all.
Blue Model Chica, what's up, girl?
Okay, so Kim S says, hello, Miss Stone.
Hey, Kim, how you doing?
She says, I absolutely love you.
I love you more, Kim.
Soulful 10 Nikki says Angie, heart, 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 heart.
Oh, Soulful 10, thank you so much. It was somebody on here that said, oh, all I see is lips, lips. Girl, when you just found out I had big lips, always had them. Nothing, no juice, nothing in them. They real, okay?
Ian the Core Junkie says, good evening, Miss Angie.
What's her name?
Ian.
Ian, his name. Ian, thank you so much. How you doing, boo?
Okay, so we got about 65 people in here.
All right, my 10 folks done came in. They in here. They are in here. I had to go back to the country on that one. But anyway, shout out to the Who Dat fans. I did a concert with them the other day. They had a blast. They were turned up. Even though I'm in Falcon country, I had to do a Who Dat party. Yeah. Shout out to the Saints and the Falcons. Okay? Anyway, it's about that time. Can we get to it? If y'all want me to get to it, can I see some thumbs up, some hearts? Come on. If y'all want me to get to it. Y'all want them secrets, huh? Well, not in any derogatory way, I just wanted to be known. Nothing is ever to hurt anybody, to disparage anything. But how about this? When I did my first record with Vertical Hold, it was at a label that was owned by Arthur Baker, and the record company was called Criminal Records. Way back in the day. The song was called Summertime, and the group was Vertical Hold. The lead singer on this particular song was Dave Bright, one of the musicians in the group, and his dad used to be one of the coasters, and he had a really deep voice, but the song was called Summertime. Arthur Baker, who owned Criminal Records, said, I'll put the song out. I like the song. So he called me. He just happened to call me in his office one day, and he said, Angie, I respect your ear. I don't know why people thought I had a good ear for A&R. I should have been an A&R director. What do you think? He says, I want to play this artist for you. It just so happened that a young lady by the name of Brenda K. Starr, have y'all ever heard of that name? Show by hearts, thumbs up, hearts, thumbs up. Well, anyway, Brenda K. Starr bought in a cassette tape at the time. And she was playing this artist for Arthur Baker. And so Arthur said, well, I need to call Angie in here, let her listen, see what she thinks. So when I heard this artist, I said, man, she can sing. It kind of put me in the mind of Whitney Houston, but I wasn't sure. I knew it wasn't Whitney, but she had that range. And I was just listening. And I said, I think she's got it. And Arthur Baker said to me, he said, would you believe she's a white girl? I said, no way. He said, yes way. He said, I don't know. I don't think my label's big enough for her. I was thinking about sending her over to Columbia. I said, Columbia? He said, yeah, I got a good friend over there, Tommy Mottola. I said, well, if you don't think you can handle it and she's a white girl, you might need to send her over there. Little did Mariah Carey know that everything was hanging on the hinges of this little black big lip girl here. And Arthur Baker trusted my opinion enough to, number one, run it past my ears, and number two, ask my opinion on whether she should go to a major label or stay on an independent label. So, like I said, a secret that you didn't have to know, but she never knew. I never told her, oh, I was a young lady that heard you before the world heard you. But the only person that knew she was a superstar is Brenda K. Starr. Shout out to Brenda K. Starr for bringing Mariah Carey's tape to Arthur Baker. Shout out to Angie Stone for giving her the thumbs up way back when. Now, wasn't that a juicy little piece of information that had I not told you, you never would have known? You wouldn't have known because they don't talk about stuff like that. In my opinion, those are the little things or the little details that make a huge difference in the career of someone's life. What seems like a minor, a little something can turn out to be a major, big deal. And I seem to have a lot of those little interceptions throughout my career. It's almost like I am the waymaker. And the reason I say that is because God didn't have a problem with allowing me to be in the middle of something because he could always depend on me to make sure to do the right thing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for giving me the spirit of sharing and caring. I just wanted you guys to know that's one secret that had I not told it, you would have never known. What did you guys think about that secret today? Oh, there's more, there's more. But when I think about just how good God has been, that is why I wrote the song, Happy Being Me. I told you guys I was happy being me. I'm too busy living life, giving love freely. I'm so happy being me. Thanks, Donald Lawrence and Anita Wilson, for redoing my song. I love you to the moon and back. I appreciate you. For those who have not heard the song, I'm going to make sure I put it in the caption, the link where you can go and listen to that wonderful song. I love who I am. I love what I stand for. I love that I represent all of us to the fullest with no harm intended, peace and blessings. Now, anybody got any questions? Now's the time to ask them. I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able. So let's do it.
Alrighty, we got some comments before we get to the questions.
Okay.
I see Christian Myrick says, been watching your live concert from Amsterdam all weekend.
All right, Christian, thank you so much. I hear Amsterdam's on fleek. They're playing my live. That's what's up. I love Amsterdam.
Mario Garrido says, good evening, Miss Stone. I'm from Barcelona, Spain.
All right.
Everybody hailed the Queen of Neo Soul.
Oh, Barcelona is in the house. Thank you so much for watching.
Bacardi at Night says, loving the hair.
Oh, Bacardi, listen, I love the hair too. You know why? Because the young lady that does my hair, when she cuts my hair, I don't have to curl it. It just falls into place because she's excellent with the scissors. I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
Ian the Chord Junkie followed us from Instagram to YouTube, and he says, I just purchased both Vertical Hole albums 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. Ian, thank you. You went back and got Vertical Hole. Listen, Heartbreak Survival, Let Me Break It Down, all those songs are like, they have special meaning to me. And I'm going to tell you, I worked with Key West, which is Kyle West, who did Albie Shure's Night and Day on Let Me Break It Down. Check that vibe out. You could tell back then all of the music kind of felt the same way. Let me know your thoughts about that album. I was a lot younger, but you can see that I was having a great time.
Let's see. We got some questions coming in.
Questions coming in now, so let me see what you ask it. Come on.
Okay, so this one's a general question from E Grooves Old School Music.
E Groove Old School Music has a question.
He says, what happened to R&B ever since 1994?
What happened to R&B is the new millennial babies were born and they decided that they didn't want to be a part of us growing up with Marvin Gaye and Aretha Franklin. So they wanted their own narrative. And so they started to do trap music and house music, and that changed the game. So you know that in the genre of music, different fads happen. And when that happened, trust and believe me, they make their way back around to the real deal. It'll come back.
Gemini 5971 asks,
Gemini 5971.
do you have your own studio or your own label?
I don't have my own studio. I do have a makeshift studio. I do have my own production company, but everybody wants to know, do I have my own label? I'm not a gazillionaire. I dare not compete with these record companies because the conglomerates, if you don't know, have combined all their companies together, and their money is a lot longer than mine. I'm not saying it's impossible, but the way that social media works, you don't have to have your own company. You just have to have your own music. Got it? All right.
Chanelica Betancourt. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'll try
Chanelica.
again. Chanelica Betancourt asks, how was it working with Betty Wright?
Oh, Chanelica, Betty Wright is my soul sister number one. We are born a couple of days apart. We're both Sagittarians. So we think alike, we talk alike, we sing alike, we write alike, we move alike. We did everything alike. So it was almost like looking in the mirror and working with yourself. I was very saddened when she transitioned because she called me. I did get to go and spend a week or so with her before she passed, and it was very hard for me because that was my best friend in the industry. It was like being best friends with myself.
Lakeisha Lifestyle.
Lakeisha Lifestyle.
She said, what's your favorite song to perform?
Well, Lakeisha, my favorite song to perform varies because anytime I do a new song, it is my favorite song at the time. But I have to tell you that when I'm doing Lover's Ghetto and Pissed Off, those are my two favorite songs. I have such a good time with. And I also love performing Remy Red. They're good, feel-good songs.
Bishop Dexter asks, do you have your Grammy dress ready?
Shout out to Bishop Dexter. Bishop wrote me a song today because God spoke to him in spirit last night. And the song is I Choose Jesus. And he called me and he sang it to me today. And I have to tell you, I am so moved by the fact that Bishop is answering the Lord's prayers and giftings. I cannot wait because my last song, No Stressing with Damon Little, stayed number one for like 3 or 4 weeks on the charts, and I had no idea it was gonna, happen that way. And because God was like, "Thank you, you're uplifting me," I can't help but think that with Bishop Dexter, this song is gonna be huge. And I also wrote a praise and worship song called I'm Thirsty that I'm excited about. So just keep your ears open. That's another space that I have yet to fill.
Valencia Harris.
Valencia.
She says, did you write Funk You Up?
Yes, Valencia. I, along with my partner Cheryl the Pearl, wrote Funk You Up along with Blondie. As you very well know, we were all responsible for our own raps, but the actual hook, Funk You Up, and the chorus, pre-chorus, hey you, sitting over there, all that, yes, wrote it way back in 1979 when I was 17 years old. Shout out, great question.
Nettie says, I know you can do any genre of music, but what's your favorite genre of music?
Well, believe it or not, I love all music, but I think without trying, I think my favorite genre of music would be country, even though I have yet to, well, I did do a song called Don't Treat Me Like a Fool. If you ever heard of the group Blue, they did it's a white boy band that's from overseas. I wrote the song Don't Treat Me Like a Fool with Terry Britton. He also wrote What's Love Got to Do with It. The song Don't Treat Me Like a Fool is probably one of my best songs I've ever written. If you have not heard it, go to YouTube, listen to the song, and that style of music would be, in my opinion, something that I could eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Dion Harrison, he asks, when is new music coming out?
All right, Dion, you got about a couple of weeks left, but new music is about to drop. The song is called All I'm Missing Is You. Listen out for it. It features Juanita Wynn and Jay Brown along with myself. Something that I pray that you guys love. It was written from my perspective. All of us had an opinion on it, but I wrote it for my mother who passed away a few years ago. It was the first song that I've actually imparted my pen to since the transitioning of my mother.
Mario Garrido,
Mario?
he has a question about your big secret reveal today.
Yes.
What do you think about Mariah's career, seeing that you had a huge role in her mixtape being heard by Tommy Mottola?
I think Mariah was made to be a star. I did not make her a star. I just recognized and I was a part of, the direction that was taken in her path. But I think Mariah was gifted from God with her voice. And I just think where she is today is right where she's supposed to be, at the top of the charts.
The Muddy G.
The Muddy G's. What's up, y'all?
Do you play musical instruments?
Yes, believe it or not, I play saxophone, alto saxophone, and I am a self-taught keyboard player. If you remember the Lenny Kravitz album, Let Love Rule, was his first album when he was with Lisa Bonet before the birth of their daughter Zoe. I was actually in his band playing saxophone with the crew. There was a whole, it should be some footage somewhere, but yes, I'm there playing alto sax.
So Lady Love has
Lady
a question.
Love.
She says, will you start having live concerts on social media?
You know what, Lady Love, that's the second or third time I've heard that question. But maybe I will put together an acoustic live vibe for you guys. Once my numbers excel what I think they should be at. I started this channel mainly because I was sitting around waiting on things to, happen. And I said, why not engage with my fans? And now that more people are making me aware that they'd like to see it live, I'm thinking about doing an acoustic set. Absolutely.
Candy Jones wants to know, have you thought about a gospel album?
Hey, Candy, what's up, you? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, Bishop Dex just wrote a gospel song for me that I'm excited about. So I have thought about a gospel album, yes.
Andy wants to know,
Hey, Andy.
can you play your music in the background?
I would love to play my music in the background, but for some reason, when you play music, they will flag you and take your live down because they want clearance. And I don't care if it's you singing, they will snatch it down. I've always wanted to play music opening up my set because I could actually show you guys a few things that you would actually enjoy. But, once we get to the point where I can do that, I definitely will.
Rayshawn Arline.
Hey, Rayshawn.
Says, how can I send you music that I've done?
Listen, I'm going to tell you to join me on my Instagram live. You can play new music for me, or you can DM me. You can get on that DM and give me your contact, and I will make sure to try to reach out for you and give you my information to send the stuff to.
Nettie J has another question, but
Nettie?
I'm not sure if I understand it. She says, did your son ever take advice and make the DNA album?
My son is actually still making his debut because so much is ever changing. Timbaland gave him 100 score for all of the music that he heard he got on his show, and Timbaland's whole squad reached out for my son to say, hey, we got to find that kid. So he is currently in the studio as we speak, finishing up. And I think my son is like the rest of the gang that really believes in his music. He's making 2 and 3 albums. So once he drops, he could just drop them back to back, and there's not a moment that he could take a break to go and make new music. I think he's trying to be prepared to have 3 or 4 albums ready to drop.
The Muddy G wants to know, how was it working with Prince?
Well, Muddy G, thanks for that question. Prince is a phenomenal artist, was a phenomenal artist, still is, in my opinion. It was a learning experience because not only did he teach me a lot of the business antics I live by now, but he was a perfectionist, and he taught me that, you know, when you have something special, a gift that's special, you don't allow anybody to deter you from the gift that you carry. You just revel in it. And so he wanted me to know that I was special because he admired my live shows as well as my recordings. But the question is, how was it? Phenomenal.
Okay, so I just keep getting the same question back to back, so I'm trying to scroll through it.
Okay.
Is KM has a question. Here we
KM.
go. Is R&B divas ever coming back?
Woo! It's so funny you asked that question. I was watching some repeats of R&B divas yesterday. I didn't realize how intriguing that show was until I actually stopped to watch a few of the episodes. I never wanted to be a part of something that messy. I thought there was way too much fighting and arguing going on. Not enough music being made because the elephant in the room for me was everybody was super talented. And we could have made more harmony had we been singing more than fighting. So I just felt like we wasted precious time fighting for relevancy because I think Atlanta Housewives and all of that was making people believe that the crazier we act, the more money we would make. And I just thought that was just the wrong narrative. It just shouldn't have been something that you dialed in with music. Music is the highest form of praise you can give God. So when you threw that all in to the Super Bowl with drama, nah. So do I ever think they'll get back together? They might, but it would have to mean something completely different for me.
Okay. Candy Jones and Blue Model Chica want to know, will you do Tiny Desk?
Ooh, Lord, that's the 3rd or 4th time Tiny Desk has come up for me. Possibly I can do Tiny Desk if they ask me, but we would have to wait for that call. Yes, I would do it, but as of right now, I'm maybe don't like my music that much.
Blue Butterflies wants to know, are you friends with El DeBarge?
Hey, listen, Blue Butterflies. Let me tell you, every time El DeBarge see me, we have nothing but love for each other. But I have to be careful who I hug and love on because, people just automatically think that every man that's in my path, that, oh, she with him. No, it's not that. I just happen to have some beautiful friends. And when you think about, I don't want to start calling names because the trolls is out there, but when you think about all of the best friends that I've had in the industry, they are all fine, okay? So I choose to just say, yes, we are friends, but that's it, just friends.
Mario Garrido wants to know, what songs did you do with Prince?
Hey, Mario, I did You Make My Sunshine with Prince.
Okay. Wow, bro.
Wow, bro.
Will you work with Mariah Carey at any point in time?
I would love to work with Mariah Carey at any point in time. But like I said, I don't know. Just because I know these people and I see these people, it might not be in the cards for us to work together. I got a call maybe 5 years ago. I was supposed to do, I want to say Carnegie Hall with Cyndi Lauper. I was in shock. Um, and we were ecstatic about it. She wanted, I mean, Cyndi, I love Cyndi Lauper. And I'm like, me? She wants to work with me? Something happened that I was unable to make the trip. I don't know whether it was at a time where something suddenly happened in my family. Something went wrong. And we had to call out and tell them that I was unable to make it. That has been a highlight disappointment in my career, because the one time that I wanted to work, they bought tickets, airline tickets. It was just, it was a disappointment that I could never shake, because the fact that she adored me and I was so ecstatic to work with her, it didn't happen. It's just, so when I say you just never know who you're going to work with, how you're going to work with them, what's going to happen, if it's going to happen, I don't know. So, yes, but I would love to work with them.
Okay, we've got a young man by the name of 17 who's been trying to get through.
Okay, 17.
All right, tell 17 that you finally got to him.
Okay, 17, you finally got through. I'm sorry. What's up, babe?
He says, could I still make you a skirt? I was supposed to make you one for your birthday, but I never heard back from your assistant, from the assistant on Edgewood that has a shop on Edgewood.
Oh, you talking about Chris Lee.
As soon as he said that,
Yes,
Chris.
you can make me a skirt, and if you want to, leave me your information. Go on my Instagram page. Leave me your information, and I will get back to you and give you my direct line. Thank you.
All right. So Lisa wants to know, will you and your son make music?
Of course, Lisa, my son and I, and my daughter. You know, I've made songs with my daughter, and my son just asked me. He has a song out called Miss Angie Stone. If you guys have not checked it out, you can go on One Swabo Twain and look at his new song called Miss Angie Stone. He said, Mom, I'm doing a remix. Can I get you to sing on it? And I said, of course, son. So that might be something I will do with him. But there's a song where my daughter and I did a Patrice Rushen song where I was kind of educating them on the business, and all three of us are on it. I might have him leak that out. When I say leak it, just sneak it out and leak it out enough for you guys to hear the three of us on the song together. You're going to love it. It's off the chain. I'm going to take about 2 or 3 more questions, and then I'm going to sign off for the evening.
Okay, we got a mistake. I made a mistake. 17 is a girl.
Oh, 17?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Listen.
It's my fault.
My girl over here says 17. I'm sorry if I called you a guy. She's a young lady. Miss 17, you call me. Get my info, and I'll make sure to reach out for you, sweetie.
Okay, so Mario Burrito asks, any chance for having Black Diamond and Mahogany Soul reissued on vinyl?
Well, that's a good question. I'm sure we can look into Mahogany Soul and Black Diamond being reissued. We're going to have to see how we go about doing it, but it's possible. Anything is possible.
Okay, and I guess this last question.
Last question.
It's more of, I guess this person was late to the party. Cole R.S.
Huh?
Cole R.S.
Hey, Cole R.S.
So he goes, what's your channel going to focus on besides question and answers and telling secrets?
Oh, basically this channel is focusing on my secrets revealed. And this is mainly so that you will have access to knowing a little bit more about my journey in my career. Now, I will say as time moves on, we probably will be able to add more, songs. But if you jump on my Instagram page, you'll see that I'm making it available for other artists who want to get on here and vibe with me and show me what they're working with. They can sing. The only thing we can't do is bring you guys on live, because other than that, we can have a bigger variety. There will be some other things, like for right now, product. I'm putting together these gift bags. This will be one of the things, my coffee, my hot sauce, my product, some of the stuff that I have. I'm making these gift bags for certain people that stay connected with me, and I'm going to ship them out. There'll be Christmas gifting. I have a foundation. I will be showing you what I'm doing at a time, holiday season, what we're doing as far as making surprise gift bags for Angel Stripes, my foundation. So there's going to be quite a few things that we will, obviously build on. But for right now, I'm giving you a secret a day. Now, I don't plan to stay on here this long. The only reason I'm staying this long is to give some of my fans a closer walk with me so that they can, sup with me and talk with me. But other than that, there probably won't be very, very long periods of time that I'll stay on. So other than that, this is what you're getting right now, boo. Okay, and I'll keep you up to date on new material and stuff. Okay? So, I have enjoyed this time with you guys. I hope my secret reveal today was enlightening for you. Tomorrow, you might want to stay tuned as I have another superstar whose life or path I crossed that I thought made a huge difference in their career as they elevated and shot to superstardom. And most of these people seem to, go beyond me in leaps and bounds, but I am so gracious that God allowed me to rub elbows with them in their humble beginnings. Until tomorrow or the next day, be blessed, be safe, be focused. Remember, you can touch your dream.